Good morning. Well, what do we talk about today? Monday, 21st. It's the day after Easter. Happy Easter. Hope everybody had a good Easter. And the stock market, I'm sure after a 3-day hiatus, is ready to move. And, of course, in our little penny stock market, I'm sure it's already started to be an interesting week. All that consolidation and the stillness of money in the market. It gets the animal restless, ready to go. Anyway, we're talking to you from pennystockstowatchtoday.com. And we're looking at all the different things going on and want to tell you guys about what we feel is good investments in the world of penny stocks. Now, starting this week off, we've got EcoB, we've got AGCZ, we've got FARE, F-A-R-E. These are just a couple of the companies that we've been looking at. And for the subscribers out there, some of those extra companies that I send out for buys and sells. But today, I want to talk about a little bit of what the future holds. Ooh, the future. Unknown. And it's full of predictions by everybody from the wise man to the great intellect. But nobody really knows what the future holds. But we can take educated guesses at it, take stabs at it. And today I want to talk about graphene. Graphene. What is it? And if you guys are investors, I'm sure you've heard of it. And if you haven't heard of it, well, put your ear to the road and listen for it because it's coming. Graphene is a carbon-based product that's coming out. It is made by putting layer after layer after layer of atom-thick graphite. So basically, it creates a transparent, opaque material that looks kind of like glass or plastic. But this material is got some amazing properties. One, it's like 1,000 times more conductive than copper. Not only is it more conductive, but it's more conductive in every direction. Oh, did I mention that this layer of carbon graphite is also a two-dimensional material? For all those not so astrophysicists like myself out there, that means this thing stacked up is going to change how we do everything in the future. Right now, of course, it's too expensive. It already exists, but it's too expensive to produce and create products with. But you know how we always overcome those, I'm sure. From the first time a person made a Model T, and only the rich people had it, to the point where it was everywhere you looked. Everywhere. Anyway, back to graphene. I go on these tangents. Graphene. So, more conductive than copper. 100 times more in tensile strength than steel. In fact, if you put a piece of this material on top of a pencil point, it could hold the weight of an elephant. Yeah. Crazy, huh? Crazy. Crazy. Can't even imagine. I mean, imagine some of the products. Let's talk to our level here, the investors, regular people out here who want, what's this mean? What can we see from this in the future? Well, you can probably see things like TV that you fold up, HD TV, 3D without glasses, that you just roll up. You can take it with you and then just roll it up across a wall or something, and boom, there you go. 60-inch TV, anywhere, everywhere you go. HD. And also, it's a smart TV all in all, because remember what I said. This is a conducive material or conductive material. You can create. It'll look like a piece of glass, but it's actually a 16-inch screen. It's got television. It's your phone. It's everything. It's Bluetooth. Everything, all on a piece of material that looks like a window. Amazing. Amazing. Anyway, that's just one thing. And Department of Defense, oh, dude. Imagine those bulky MVGs you see everybody, that's night vision goggles. Imagine just having just regular glasses or even contacts made from graphene that you put on and it gives you information. Oh, yeah, you can look at something and find the distance, GPS coordinates, and all this fancy techno mumble stuff that I'm not going to get into. But it's pretty amazing. Amazing. Okay, graphene. And guess what? So there's a big war out there, a silent war on graphite mining. And there's a bunch of companies out there that you can get into now that are less than $1, less than 50 cents, less than 10 cents. But you know what? It's hard to find companies now. And I've been watching graphene companies like, basically graphite mining companies in the penny sector, of course, because I'm a penny buyer, a penny investor, a penny analyst. I like pennies. Pennies are good. They got pictures on them. And so, okay, back to the basic. We're going tangent again. Graphene companies. Lomiko Graphene. Lomiko. That's one of them. Focus Graphite, which is the one I want to tell you guys about today. Now, we're not going to go into these companies, but I just want to give you a quick overview of what graphene is and how amazing it is and how we haven't even begun to touch the surface of this new material. It was created by on accident, like every great thing, right? It comes from a higher. It was two scientists that just stumbled upon it. Interesting story, right? They're trying to figure out how to create this type of material, and they kind of knew about it because of just physics. Like I said, I'm not a scientist, but what the short story goes, they dropped some graphite onto a piece of tape, and when they were cleaning up and they pulled the graphite off the tape, he noticed there's flakes of the graphite on the tape, and so just monkey push button pop out banana type thought pattern from these scientists. He started doing this over and over, and they actually continued to do it until they got to one layer of graphite. And when they looked at it under a microscope, it gave a perfect honeycomb structure, that one layer. And so they were able to put it layer upon layer upon layer. Now, one little 4-inch square piece of this stuff will cost you about $4,000. So it exists and it's on the market. And look for it within the next 10 years. And as fast as our technology moves stuff, graphene is a market I would do some due diligence on. And if you listen to penny stocks to watchtoday.com, this little audio that we put out, listen. If you're an investor, listen. Get your money in some of these things if you're interested. I mean, if you're out there, you're an investor, you don't know what you want to do, but you have a drive. It's like, I do want to invest my money. I don't want it. You're smart enough to know that if it sits in a bank or underneath your mattress, sooner or later, inflation will just eat you and your savings up. So let's get out there. Let's invest in our country. Let's invest in these little companies. Let's believe, because somebody has to believe in these people. They believe in themselves. We got to believe in things bigger than us. We got to reach out and help each other out. We'll find those good companies for you that work off of solid principles. They might not always have the greatest run for their stock price, but hopefully they're companies that you can invest in, and they can eventually bring you some profit driven by principle, integrity, and all those things. Anyway, go out and help somebody today. Go out and do something good. Or even if it means just drive around and look positive. Look at things positively. That's a good start. You don't have to get out of your car to do the right thing. Just look at the world a little bit more positively. And as an investor, do your due diligence. And I thank you for your time this morning. And I hope you guys have a great week. And my take on the market this week, I think it's going to move. People were slow last week, so expect a lot of buying and selling and getting it out of their jitters. You know what I mean? Get those jitters out, buy some stock, sit on it, watch it go up, sell it, and have a good time. All right, that's from PennyStocksToWatchToday.com. We'll see you later.